Now, commercial real estate transactions. I know many of you out here are big investors in commercial real estate in some way, shape, and form. Well, you can starting to see transaction volumes declining here, and if you look into fourth quarter, early fourth quarter numbers, they're continuing to get worse, and I think what you're going to see is the same trend line that you're seeing in housing by the time you get to early next year. Again, the Mexican standoff. Here's what's happened to cap rates. Cap rates was just a yield. You know, what kind of yield I get? Yields just kept getting lower. Cap rates kept getting lower. Now, some of you are going, the gray line is multifamily, the dark line's industrial, and the light blue line's retail, and the red line is office. Office never got that low because the problems in office and work from home. But some of you are saying, heck, what are you talking about? Cap rates in Southern California for industrial? Low threes. I even sold a property in the high twos. This is the whole country. So Dubuque, Iowa to Biloxi, Mississippi, small transactions. Point is, cap rates got exceptionally low because of interest rates, and now they're starting to shift course. And you can also see that in the CBRE study. Now, here's probably the biggest predictor for what's going to happen with commercial real estate. This is REIT valuations. REITs, real estate investment trusts, big holders, big buyers of real estate, of all kinds of commercial real estate. The equity markets price things a lot quicker. In the real estate markets, you need thousands and thousands of transactions, and slowly they move up and slowly they move down, and getting that data is delayed. In the equity markets, things reprice every day, and you can see the repricing happen overnight. So REIT values have sold off by 32%. Remember, real estate sector was the third worst sector this year in the equity markets. Why does that matter? Because REITs aren't just an indicator, they're a predictor of what's going to come. If their cost of equity capital goes up, their ability to pay a high price for your property goes down. So you always have to, if you're a commercial real estate investor, you always have to know what's going on with REIT values if you're looking to sell your property at some point. If you're holding it for the long term, who cares? But you always got to keep your eyes on what's happening with REIT values. All right, now here's the big issue that I think is going to be problematic for the commercial real estate market over the next several years, and it's going to put a lot of strain, but also going to be a lot of opportunity for those of you who have cash and have been conservative. And I call it the CMBS wall of maturities. This is the data I can get because I can get CMBS, commercial mortgage-backed securities. I can't pull that data for the banking industry and the insurance industry. The point is, we're going to have a wall of maturities that are, all these loans are going to have to get refinanced at much higher rates. Because if you look at where rates were in 2012 or at any point in time over the last 10 years, because what are most commercial mortgages done on? Either a 5 or 10-year term. And as these mortgages come to term, if those assets haven't paid down, all of a sudden your financing costs go up. That changes your debt service coverage ratio. It changes your loan to value ratio. It changes your debt yield. And a lot of property owners are going to have to put money into those properties to resize the loan. Or they're going to go through a restructuring, foreclosure, and the property is going to be taken from them. You're going to have a wave of foreclosures coming in the commercial property market if rates stay up here for the next 2-3 years. Now again, great opportunity for people that are sitting on a lot of money and been wanting to deploy it in commercial real estate. There's going to be a great buying opportunity coming. But I think that's going to take a couple years if this wall of maturities works its way through the system.